Miss, will the test
Yes.
be based on those stories that we take?
Yes. Yes, قادرة.
إنه those story that we take يعني هيكون الاختبار ولا بس كذا ناخد؟
We'll see. We'll see.
Miss,
The mechanism
next
of
week,
yeah.
next week you told us we have a quiz, right?
Online assignment, yes. It may be grammar only, and we will discuss, but maybe we delayed due to the National Day vacation. Because next week we have the National Day vacation, so maybe we delayed.
Miss, how many days will be the vacation?
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. يعني 2 days of
This
next
week?
yeah, next week. Wednesday and Thursday. Yes.
Do you know how it's going to be the structure of the questions for the literature?
As we are used to.
Because this one is like more about writing more than about comprehension questions. So we don't know what the question is going to be about.
Inshallah, it's going to be easy. Don't worry, Yasar. Don't worry, Habibti. Okay? So, girls, you have your literature book?
Yes.
Okay, open your page 22.
Miss, كأن العدد قليل.
They will increase, inshallah. We are 18.
Miss, probably they entered the second one.
Yes, Miss, there is more than an English session.
For the second period, probably they entered the second one.
It's okay. They will notice now that I'm not there, and we are not there, and they'll come here. Okay, so in page 22, it's connect to testing. Okay, 22 and 23, and because it was not written in the second weekly plan, because I decided to give it to you after that. So you solve it, okay? You solve these pages and we discuss them tomorrow, inshallah, because tomorrow we also have literature. 22, 23, it's just multiple choices.
Okay.
Okay?
So, another homework
today?
Or it's only this one?
No, we take these small paragraphs to write. Okay? Shall we start, Grace? Page 24. Okay, determining central ideas. Let me open the presentation and show you. Can you see my PowerPoint?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, Unit 1, Chapter 2, Determining Central Ideas. What we are going to learn this chapter, Determining Central Ideas, what are we going to learn from the title? To get what? Of a paragraph, of a text?
The most important idea.
The main ideas, excellent. Okay. So, did we discuss before the textual evidence? Hello?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, listen, girls. In literature, in this book, he gives you a passage, like the excerpt that we read previous time for Marco Polo. Okay? And then he asks me questions. The answer for these questions are not from my mind. No, they are in the excerpt itself. They are in the passage itself. So, textual evidence is facts, imagery, examples, data. From where I get these things? From the passage, from the excerpt he gives me. Details from a reading passage to support the reader's idea. So if I have an idea which we'll discuss in this chapter, a main idea, how can I understand that this is the main idea? From the supporting details, from the textual evidence. I want to say that Polo that Apollo was his first time to see the fireworks. How did you know that it was his first time to see fireworks?
Because
couldn't
he was
control.
really shocked from the.
He was really shocked.
The metaphor and the description that was used in the story.
Yes, so I start to bring sentences from the story, which are evidences to my idea, which is this was the first time Marco sees a firework. Okay, he was the only afraid one. Everyone was enjoying the scene.
بس ندى
Yes.
يعني accept رغد and ليام فضل.
Tell them that maybe they are in the wrong lecture.
Miss,
Yes.
can you let Malak and accept?
Tell them they are in the wrong lecture. So textual evidence, what's textual evidence? Textual evidence is I get an evidence approved to my idea from the text. So the author stated, the author says what? In page this, it says that. According to what he says, I believe that. Okay? Okay, this is textual evidence. Facts in the passage or sentences in the passage support my idea. We then move to supporting details. What's supporting details? Supporting details, I have the main idea, I have to support it with details. This is what we were just saying. Supporting details are the things that describe the main idea. They make the main idea stronger. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So now you understand the term or the definition of supporting details, and you understand textual evidence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Textual evidence is to do what? To get evidence to my answer, to my question. Supporting details are details to support the main idea. Even when it's your time to write any essay, you have to support the main idea with details. Done?
Yeah.
Then we move to text structure. What's text structure? Text structure is how we write the passage, how we write the essay. How I write a text. The text, okay, written in chronological order. What's chronological order, girls?
By time.
By time. First, next, then, last. We always use chronological order in which kind of writings?
Storytelling.
Stories, persuasive.
Stories and narrative, yes. Because we have to arrange the events, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Or in a how-to, I have to arrange steps. Then we have cause and effect. So when I arrange the plot, it's a story. Chronological order is to tell the events in its order. Number two, cause and effect. Cause and effect. Cause is earthquake, okay, or explosion. Effect, hundreds of people have lost their homes. Cause and effect. So I will discuss this. How I know? I will find where keywords because, if, when, as a result. Idea. And then I have a third kind of writing, which is problem and solution. Okay, what's a problem? A problem is a famine in Africa. Solution that other countries have to contribute with Africa, and they have to send them help. Then we have compare and contrast, is when we compare and contrast between two subjects, two elements, two topics. Okay? For each kind of writing, for the structure, we have keywords or clue words in chronological order. As we said, we have first, next, third, then cause and effect, because, if, as a result, problem and solution. The problem is this, the solution is that. Compare and contrast, however, on the other hand, similarly, like, unlike. Okay, what are you doing, teacher? I am just showing you something called academic vocabulary. You will find it in your book in page 24 in a blue box, at the second blue box, academic vocabulary, that you have to learn the definition of these 4 words, okay? Or these 4 academic vocabulary. With me? So now
Yes,
you
ma'am.
understand textual evidence?
Yes.
You understand supporting detail, text structure. The last one is the dialogue, and you know what is a dialogue, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we move. Before we move here, let's stop at dialogue. At page 24, girls. Kadra, are you here?
Yes.
Okay, Kadra, can you read, please?
Okay. Determining the central ideas. Preview concept. How would you define the word incredible? Research the origin of the word and its parts. Summarize what you find out below. Imagine
Yes.
you went
He
back.
wants you to define the word incredible. The word incredible and research for the origins of the word and its parts.
Imagine you went back in time to the year.
We are still in question number 1, dear. So I will show you. I will share my screen with you. Wait a minute.
Good morning, Miss.
Hi, dear. You were in the wrong lecture?
No, I was in the right one, but it didn't work. I don't know why.
It's okay.
Teacher, which page?
So are you all here, girls? Is everyone here?
Yes.
Page 24, girls. Okay, so on this. Listen, look, girls, you see my Google page?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. He asked me to search for the origin of the word incredible. So search, it means to Google, okay? Because you don't have a dictionary in front of you. So incredible, okay? Its origin, the origin is divided. Let's divide it. It's if we divide incredible, it's what? In, right? And in means what, girls?
Not.
Not. Yes. In Latin, in means not. Able, able,
Like.
ability to, the ability to. Able is the ability to. So in is not, bill is ability to. What is credible? What is credible? Okay? It comes from the word believe. Okay, believe. So he says here Latin in, Latin credibles, Latin together incredibles. Okay? Incredible here will be what? Credible, as we said, in is not. Bill is ability to. Credible is to believe. Incredible is what?
Unbelievable.
Yes. Unbelievable. Credibility is to believe something. And that's what we're gonna discuss this chapter. So everything we take is related to the chapter. So credibility is when you believe the person in front of you or the text you read. Credibility. Incredibility or incredible, that you don't. Oh my God, you don't believe it.
Yes.
Okay. So we go back to question 2. Okay, Kadra, continue reading.
Imagine you went back in the time to the year 90s. You tried to explain the internet to the people from past. How would you describe it in a term they would understand in a way that would be believable? Write your explanation below.
So this is up to you guys. How would you go back in time and explain for people the internet? Okay. You go back to 1900, try to explain the internet. And how would you explain it? And would they understand the internet or not? What do you think, girls? If we go back in time and we try to explain to these people the internet, what will happen?
They would think that you are insane.
Yeah.
Yes.
20 years ago, just 20 years ago, the idea of searching the web was shocking. How can I find something in a store in another continent?
It depends
I
on
want-
the decade. So if it was like the late 1900s, then I think they would believe it. But I think if it was the early
So
1900s, they wouldn't.
you think they will believe you? Great. So you write me, how would you explain it and how would they understand it? When I was at your age, it was the very first beginning of a computer. It was just one block of like, this is built in, everything is together, and it was that big. And after like 9 years of computer, they started the idea of internet, and it was like, how searching.
Already the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, explained about the internet actually.
Really, it was the first time I know. How Qadra?
He said in Arabic طبق متشابكة, I guess. طبق صار وينك.
I took it in Islamic or what?
No, he said that later in one of the signs of the Day of Judgment, it will be like صحن متطابقة. He means the satellite.
Really? It's the first
Yes.
time I know.
Me too.
Wow.
I'm sorry, girls, I have to. Yes, it's the first time I heard about it. I will search for it. Thank you, Qadra. I'm adjusting the chair. Anyway, so you write, how would you describe the internet and would they accept it or not? Okay?
Is this a homework?
Yes, because it's up to you.
Let's
Okay?
talk
Or
about
just
the
discuss.
second one about discussing. Should we
Yeah,
ask
yes, but
discuss?
it's just you don't write a lot, Yasara. You just write 3 lines, 4 lines. Not, and he doesn't want much from you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. The last question, share your answer with the partner. We don't have a partner online. Okay. I will not. Yes, let's have 25. Okay. Okay. Are you here, Bayan? Are you here, Bayan?
But again, can you the first page 24, only the first two, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We search for incredible together. We will just
Okay.
write it down. 25, Bayan, are you here? Ragad, are you here?
Yes, miss.
Read 25, ya Ragad.
In the beginning,
Making connections, yes.
read the following excerpt about the celebration of a day called the White Feast at the palace of the famous Emperor
Emperor.
Kublai Khan in
Yes.
the late 13th
Do you
century.
remember who is Kublai Khan? Previous time, we discussed that Marco Polo went to the Mongol land. The emperor was Kublai Khan. Continue.
I can also assure you for a fact that on this day, the Great Khan received gifts of more than 100,000 white horses of great beauty and price. And on this day also, there is a procession of his elephants, fully 5,000 in number, all draped in fine clothes, embroidered and birds. Each one bears on its back 2 strong boxes of great beauty and price, filled with the Khan's plate and with costly apparel for this white-robed court. With them come innumerable camels, also draped with clothes and laden with provisions for the feast. They all defile in front of the great Khan, and it is the most splendid sight that ever was seen.
So this passage is taken from the Travels of Marco Polo by Marco Polo, okay, and translated by Ronald Latham. What's this? Here he described for us the birthday of Kublai Khan on his when he receives gifts. Girls, I will mute you because there are sounds. When you want to talk, unmute yourself, please. So in the day in the great Khan receives gifts of. He then mentioned the gifts Qabla Khan take 100,000 white horses, 5,000 elephants, and the elephants were in cloth embroidered. Embroidered is like this on your cloth, and the flowers that are embroidered. And on each, okay, so and on this also there is a procession of his elephants, 5,000 elephants. He had 5,000 elephant. Procession is like they are walking in front of him, okay? All draped in fine cloth, embroidered with beasts and birds, and okay. And above each one, a bag of 2 strong boxes of great beauty and price, filled with the Khan's plate and with costly apparel for this white-robed court. So after this, he asks you, does this description seem incredible or unbelievable? Why and why not? Underline details from the text that support your opinion. Okay, so Bilqis, are you here, Bilqis? Bilqis, unmute yourself.
Yes.
Yes, Bilqis. So what I read now, Bilqis, do you believe it or you do not believe it? Bilqis.
Yes.
Do you believe what we've just read, what Raghad has just read? Do you believe it or not?
No. The internet
Why?
isn't really good. The internet isn't really good.
Okay.
I
So
can't
please,
hear
Bilqis, please, after you finish the day, please return back to the recorded video, okay? Buthaina, are you here? Unmute yourself if you're gonna talk.
Yes, miss.
Yes, Buthaina. What we've read now, do you believe it or not?
No.
Why? Give me, now we are doing what we will get evidence from the text to support my opinion. So you said you don't believe it, why? Dear. Why you don't believe it, ya Buthaina? Why? Why it's unbelievable? You need time to think?
Yes.
But you got a feeling that you do not believe it. Why? What made you not believe it?
The story.
The story. Okay. Asma, are you here? Asma?
Yes, miss.
Yes, Asma. Do you believe that we've just read or not?
Maybe, yes.
Maybe yes. Why? What made you believe it?
Wait, miss, I want to think.
Okay. Asma, any evidence from the text?
Maybe the details makes you feel that it's believable.
It's believable or unbelievable?
No, believable.
Believable is yes. Okay. Okay. Najwa?
Miss هلا يعني I feel it's kind of believable because it's a celebration day and he's an emperor and it's a very important day, so that's why he will maybe it's believable to receive such
So
gift.
Najwa says, I believe this text because he was an emperor, and we know that empires in the previous time, they were so rich, and
Yes.
it was a feast, and he already so wealthy to have all these horses and elephants, and he can afford the procession to celebration. Another opinion? Do we have another opinion? Thank you, Najwa. Uh, we have Lujain.
I also think it's believable, miss, because
Believable.
in that time they had things such as fireworks, which are rare to find in that time.
Yes, great, huh?
That's why I think it's believable.
Okay. So anyone thinks that it's unbelievable?
Yes.
Yes, Sarah, tell me.
Miss, probably because of the numbers of the white horses, like 100,000 white horses. It's like like a number that's too much that you cannot like believe it.
Yes, maybe the exaggeration of numbers.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Uh-huh. Okay, so we have the two opinions, and you are free to take any side of it. We turn the page to 26, please. Okay, we'll go back to our PowerPoint. I'll share the
The
slide.
paragraph,
Yes.
should we write them in the Word, right?
Yes, please.
Okay.
All of them? All the exercises?
Yes. So we start
Miss?
with, yes?
I want to ask you a question. The stories
Yes.
that Marco Polo is telling us, is it true or the imagination?
That we will discuss now.
Oh.
Okay. So the second excerpt we take this year is the story of civilization, our Oriental heritage. What is this? Let's see. This is the story of civilization. 11 parts. An author and his wife who cooperated together, and they wrote 11 parts. A series of 11 parts. Okay? The story of civilization. You see its picture?
Yes,
Girls,
miss,
are
we
you with
can.
me? So here we can see Napoleon, the age of Napoleon, and they say this was the last one to be written. And here, Oriental heritage. He started with the Oriental heritage. We can see the ancient Egyptian, and then the Roman Empire. Okay, or Greek. I'm sorry, Greece, and the Greek Empire. So the ancient Egyptian, then the Greece, and the Greek Empire, then Caesar and the Christ, Jesus Christ. Okay, so this is in the time of Roman Empire. Then the age of faith, and I think from I can't see who are these two, but I think from this hat that's his, maybe he's Muslim or something. Maybe he talks about the religion, because the age of faith, believe. This is the Renaissance, the time of Renaissance for Europe. Then Reformation, because they made reformations in the church. Reformation, and then they were divided into Christian and Protestant and Catholic. Sorry, the Christian people were divided into Protestant and Catholics. And then we can see, I can't really, at the age of, I don't know, and then the age of Louise, or I can't read well, and Voltaire, philosophy, the age of philosophy here. So it's philosophy. Yes, this is writing. So this is writing. This is the age of philosophy. This I cannot read. And then Napoleon. And then he died after that. So he didn't complete. So the story of civilization. Here, story of civilization. Lana Meher, are you here?
Yes.
Lana? Yes, Lana. Can you see my PowerPoint? Please read it.
Which one?
From here, from the laptop, or from the mobile.
Yeah, I see the colors.
You
yeah,
can
okay.
see, yeah.
Yeah. From the beginning?
Yes.
The Story of Civilization, 1935 to 1975, by husband and wife Will and Ariel Durant, is an 11 or
11 volume set.
11-volume set of books covering Western history for the general reader. The series was written over a span of more than 5 decades. It totals 4 million words across nearly 10,000 pages.
with 2 further books in production. At the time of the author's deaths, in the first volume, Our Oriental Heritage, which covers the history of the Middle East and Orient to 1933, Will Durant stated that he wanted to include the history of the West, the early 20th century. However, the series ends with the age of Napoleon because the Durants both died, she in her 80s and he in his 90s, before they could complete additional volumes. They also left behind notes for the 20th volume, The Age of Darwin, and an outline for a 13th, The Age of Einstein, which would have taken the story of civilization to 1945.
So he understood writing about the Middle East and the Orient and the beginning of the Oriental heritage, as we said, the ancient Egyptian, and then gradually till he stopped at Napoleon, and then he died and his wife died. They left behind them notes for volume 12, which was Age of Darwin, volume 13, Age of Einstein.
Teacher,
Okay,
can I
so
question, in which
yes,
page are we? 26?
26.
طب which paragraph أنا في الstory ولا first read?
Yes, we are discussing the first read.
Okay.
This is the title, The Story of Civilization, Our Oriental Heritage. Because, so I'm telling you, which is our Oriental heritage. It's deprived from what? It's part of the 11-volume set of novels or books. So we are discussed today. We'll take one passage from our Oriental heritage, the first one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This is Will and Ariel Durant. Okay, Will and his wife. Okay, Noor Yusuf, are you here?
Yes, miss.
Read, please.
The first 6 volumes of the story, The Civilization, are credited to Will Durant alone, with Ariel recognized only the
acknowledgements. He wrote the first 6 alone. She was just helping.
Beginning with The Age of Reasons began, Ariel is credited as a co-author in the preface to the first volume. Continue?
Yes.
Durant states his intention to make his series in 5 volumes, although this would not turn out to be the case. The series won the
Pulitzer Prize.
A Pulitzer Prize for General Nonfiction in Nonfiction in 1968, with the 10th volume in the series.
Rosso and Revolution. Okay, so this is the author and his wife who wrote the Story of Civilization. Here, okay, we'll stop here. So we go to the text. We go to here. Fatima, are you here?
Yes.
Yes, Fatima, do you have your book? Can you open page 26?
Teacher, actually, I went to bring the book and they gave me the wrong book.
Oh, okay. It's okay. Okay. Natalie, are you here?
Yes, miss.
Yes, read please, Natalie.
Which part?
26 from the beginning. From the excerpt, The Story of Civilization, Our Oriental Heritage.
In the golden age of Venice, about the year
in the golden
1295.
age of Venice, because Well was from Venice. I'm sorry, Marco Polo was from Venice.
In the golden age about the year 1295, 2 old men and a man of middle age, worn with hardship, laden with bundles, dressed in rags and covered with dust, of roads begged them forced their way into the home from which they claimed they had set forth 26 years before. They had, they said, so many dangerous seas,
scaled high mountains and plateaus, crossed beetle-riddled deserts, and passed 4 times through the Great Wall. They had stayed 20 years in Cathay and had served the mightiest monarch in the world. They told of an empire of vastness, of cities more populous, and of a ruler far richer than any known of Europe. Of stone
Thank you.
that
We
were
stop
used for
here.
heating of people.
Natalie, stop. Natalie. So he says that in all golden age of Venice, Venice is a city in Italy. About the year 1295, two old men and a man of middle age came to Venice. The shape, or how did they look like? They were dressed in rags. Rags is sheep cloth, not rich cloth. Covered with dust of many roads, of the roads. Okay? Worn with hardship. It looks like they had a long road to take in. Laden with bundles, dressed in rags. Begged and then forced their way into the home from which they claimed they had set forth 26 years before. They claimed that they lived in Venice from 26 years ago. So they went home after 26 years of absence. Where have they been? They say that, I want to sneeze. They say that, hello, are you here?
Yeah.
Don't sleep,
Yes,
girls.
Yes, no.
They say
have a second
that they,
period after this?
yeah, we entered the second one.
No, do we have one?
Yes, we have two successive periods. Let me check the timing because we have to join the.
Yeah,
No, we still have. Yes. So let's stop here. 9:30. Join the second lecture. Okay. Bye, girls.
Okay.
3 minutes. Just go to the bathroom, drink water, and this.
تمام. Thank you.
Okay.